Welcome to this video showing the usage and configuration of the Kyocera Cloud Information Manager connector and Efflux Cloud Capture. The first part of the video will show how documents are uploaded and manually indexed into Kyocera Cloud Information Manager. This is done from the web interface and also a multifunction device. The second part of the video will show you how this is configured and the features and functions that are available. And in the final part of the video will be a demonstration of automatic data extraction, where nothing is entered at the device or on the website. The documents are just uploaded, data is extracted and automatically sent and indexed into Kyocera Cloud Information Manager. In this part of the video, we're going to look at how we upload documents from Efflux Cloud Capture into Kyocera Cloud Information Manager. This is the instance of Kyocera Cloud Information Manager that we are going to use. And in here, I have a folder, and this folder is currently empty. When we open up Cloud Capture, we can see here that we have a template called KCIM. Here is the metadata that we need to enter to answer the questions which tie into the attributes in KCIM. Over here, we can upload the documents that we wish to use. Once we are satisfied with the documents and the data, we can process that image. On the dashboard, the progress bar shows the jobs that we have in progress. Over here under processes, we can see what jobs are being processed. Opening this box gives a bit more detail as to what's happening with that particular job. We can see here the job has now been processed. This now enters the process part of our job log under processes. When returning back to KCIM, we can see now that we have a job here, and by going into my folder, I now have the uploaded document, and the document contains the metadata entered in Cloud Capture, and the document image is here. So that is uploading a document to KCIM from Cloud Capture using the web interface. In this next section, we're going to show you how to upload from a multifunction device. The first thing we need to do is log on to the device, like so. And here we're presented with our workflows. When I click on KCIM, I can now enter the data required to answer the questions. Once I'm happy with the questions, if I wish to change any settings, I can do so here, or just click the scan button to scan the document directly into KCIM. Once the scanning is completed, I can clear all the answers, keep the answers to the questions, or return to the templates page. And at this time, I can do another job with another workflow or log out. And that's the operation from the multifunction device complete. Returning back to KCIM, now we have scanned from the device. In our folder, we now have another new document, and in here has the metadata that we entered at the device. In the next part of this video, we're going to explain how we can configure the options for uploading documents from Efflux Cloud Capture into Kyocera Cloud Information Manager. The first thing we need to do is create a connection. In the connection screen here, we can add the tenant, the region, the username and the password. Once we've done that to connect to the right instance, we can then go into our destination and file name option. Here we have our document classes, and these are the ones that come dynamically from KCIM when we log on. When we change here, the data of the attributes changes at the bottom. We can enter a static file name, or we can modify the file name using data from within the template. This also applies to attributes. These can either be fixed data tags or modified in the template. Once we've created the connection, we can click Update, and that's the connection ready for use in the templates. Going into our templates, we have a KCIM template here. These are the questions that we asked from the device and from the web interface, and these will tie up with the attributes within KCIM. If we wish to add any processing features such as barcode recognition or redaction, or change the OCR language or output type, we can do that from here. From here, we can add our connections. We can choose the connection that we used earlier, and because we chose to modify the destination in the template, we can click on this gear here, and now we can use the metadata information from the questions that we asked earlier. We can also change our document class from here or any other target folders. If we don't wish to use metadata, we can populate this with static information. The same with the file naming convention. Because we chose to edit that inside the template, we can now go into here and we can use predefined settings, the answers to the questions that we created, or anything that we've done through processing, such as barcode recognition. We can also type in static text here as a combination of metadata and text to create the file name. Once we're happy with that, the template is now ready for use. And that is all there is to configuring the connection to KCIM from Efflux Cloud Capture. In the final part of this video, we're going to show you how to automate data extraction using Cloud Capture. Here we have a new folder called Invoices. Again, this is currently empty. When we return to Cloud Capture, in this demonstration here we have a template called KCIM1. There are no metadata questions associated with this template. The indexing will be done by using zone data extraction. As before, we upload the documents that we want to test. Once we are happy, we just click Process. The job is now complete and has been uploaded to KCIM. Returning to KCIM, we can now see the document that has just been uploaded. And by going into my folder, I now have the document here with the metadata that was automatically extracted from the document. There was no manual intervention in getting this document from Efflux Cloud Capture into KCIM. Technically, the configuration is done here. There are no questions, but under processing we have zone detection. Here there are 3 zones. One zone is for an invoice number, the other one is for an account number, and the third zone is for an invoice date. These are then used in the output setting in creating the destination metadata as well as the file naming convention here. And that's all that's required for doing automatic data extraction and indexing from Efflux Cloud Capture into Kyocera Cloud Information Manager.